morning, this is Rashad Mitchell coming to you live from my YouTube channel as I continue my part series. The week that was college football history review, the 1976 college football season. This is week 3, the games that were played on September 25th, 1976. Let's get into it. We're going to start with Iowa. Iowa upset number 11 Penn State 7-6. Homestanding Nittany Lions could not muster sufficient points against Big Ten opponents for second straight week as Iowa freshman tailback Tom Wren's 2-yard touchdown run in the first quarter stood up. Penn State pulled within 7-6 in the fourth quarter, a 1-yard dive for a touchdown by fullback Matt Suhey, who ran for 74 yards on 19 carries, but could not complete two-point conversion try on the pass. Lions had final chance with fumble recovery with 2:09 remaining. An ensuing march to Iowa 8-yard line before freshman kicker Herb Menhardt and kicker Matt Barr on bench missed 25-yard field goal. Quarterback Butch Caldwell led meager Hawkeyes offense rushing for 57 yards and passing for another 52 yards. Said losing coach Joe Paterno after the game, "We were not ready mentally or tactically. Iowa outplayed us and outcoached us." Clemson and Georgia Tech. This matchup ended in a tie, 24-24. Clemson grabbed a 24-13 lead as quarterback Steve Fuller, who threw for 164 yards and rushed for 111 yards more. Looked like South's next great quarterback, but Georgia Tech made small progress toward righting its ship or rallying behind new quarterback Mike Jolly. It looked as if Fuller would have last laugh in the battle, marching Tigers to Tech 6-yard line once the game was tied. Linebacker Lucius Sanford made game-saving play for Yellow Jackets, nailing Fuller on the first down. It's a forced fumble recovered by linebacker Michael Harris. Both quarterbacks passed and ran in touchdowns, with Fuller supplying game's most spectacular play, 59-yard scoring bomb to wide receiver Jerry Butler. Auburn beat Tennessee 38-28. As the Tigers, quarterback Phil Gargis was on fire, completing 10 of 13 for 224 yards. Go-ahead touchdown came on Gargis' 33-yard pass to wide receiver Chris Raccarella. 141 yards on 4 catches, who had competed with Gargis for the quarterback job but now made circus catches. Auburn rush game added 250 yards as Gargis ran for team high 73 yards, and fullback Williams Andrews opened scoring with 7-yard run. Vontaze had taken a 21-17 lead at halftime, with Dazzler coming on 73-yard scoring pass play from quarterback Randy Wallace to wide receiver Stanley Morgan. Running back Kelsey Finch rushed for 124 yards to lead Tennessee rushing attack. Next, Missouri. Was Missouri ranked? No, Iowa State was ranked number 2 in the country. Looks like Missouri wasn't ranked. Anyway, this was a huge upset. Huge upset as Missouri upset number 2, Ohio State, 22-21. Unpredictable Tigers did it again, snapping Ohio State's 25-game home winning streak. Quarterback Pete Woods had led rally, coming in with 2-yard touchdown pass to wide receiver Leo Lewis with 12 seconds left to pull Tigers to 21-20. Going for 2 points, Missouri failed on first conversion attempt on overthrow, but Buckeyes were called for holding. So with reprieve, Woods fought his way into the end zone for winning 2-point run. In the first half, fullback Pete Johnson, who had 119 yards on 23 carries, rushed for 103 yards twice, scoring on 2-yard runs as Ohio State built a 21-7 halftime lead. Next, we got Houston beating Texas A&M, the number 9 team in the country. This is an upset, 21-10. As Cougars of Houston turned to air to top Big Aggies defense as quarterback Donnie Denner Davis tossed first half touchdown passes, 2 to tight end Eddie Foster, 50-yard effort to wide receiver Robert Laverne. Houston defense that had been sliced up by Florida's wishbone attack in prior week swarmed Texas A&M, allowing 115 yards rushing and forcing 4 turnovers. The Cougars defensive tackle Wilson Whitley was magnificent in stopping fullback George Woodard, Aggies leading rusher on big fullbacks runs up the middle. Halfback Curtis Dickey managed 54 yards rushing to lead A&M. Cougars 2-8 in 1975 surprisingly jumped to 2-0 in conference play in their first stab at the Southwest Conference. Got 3 more games to recap. We got Arkansas Number 12 team in the country, they were upset too by Tulsa, 9-3. The tough scheduling made Razorbacks suffer as Tulsa arrived as fired-up rival as heels of Hogs' emotional game with Oklahoma State. Kicker Steve Cox booted 3 field goals of 39 yards, 28 yards, 40 yards to account for all scoring by the Golden Hurricane. The Porkers' highlight came on a 61-yard field goal by kicker Steve Little for Southwest Conference record. Although Little wouldn't keep record for long, the Hogs made 306 yards on offense, but quarterback Ron Cagney, who rushed for team-high 81 yards, hit only 23 for 98 yards and an interception that was picked off. Although poor punt and interception set up 2 of Cox's field goals, game winner followed impressive 91-yard drive with opening possession of second half. Brigham Young beat Arizona 23-16. Wildcats played good, tough football until game's final 23 seconds, where 2 crucial mistakes allowed Cougars chance to steal late victory. Unable to get first down late in the game, deep in its territory, Arizona sent in punter Wid Knight, who shanked 18-yard punt only to Arizona 43-yard line. Then Wildcats dropped 8 men into coverage and put pressure on BYU quarterback Gifford Nielsen, who was able to scramble to find wide receiver George Harris open behind cornerback Van Cooper. Now Nielsen had a solid game, 200 yards passing on 18-28 passing, 2 touchdowns and an interception. Hit Harris with a 43-yard touchdown pass. Arizona had battled back on strength of 2 field goals by kicker Lee Pister to tie it from 16-10 halftime deficit. Last but not least, we got Arizona State. They lost to California. Both teams was not ranked. Obviously, that's the case. 31-22 as the Sun Devils dropped the second game in the Pac-8. This is Pac-8 foe, California, despite handling Golden Bears quarterback Joe Roth, who had 2 interceptions, only threw for 104 yards. But while Arizona State was focused on Roth, California turned to his running game to produce 276 yards, led by tailback Marquis Crane's 102 yards. Sun Devils grabbed 6-0 lead on a 47-yard interception return by safety Johnny Harris. His first of 2 pickoffs, Cal dominated rest of first half with 3 touchdowns, including a score set up by linebacker James Reed. Interception. Arizona State rallied to pull within 24-22, scoring its final touchdown, a 93-yard pass from quarterback Dennis Sproul to wingback Larry Mucker. Sproul then overthrew 2-point conversion pass, and Bears moved to clinching 11-yard touchdown run to fullback Tom Newton. Late in the fourth quarter, Arizona State tailback Freddie Williams ran for 123 yards. So that concludes a look at Week 3. The games that were played on September 25th, 1976, Week 3. College Football History Review, the 1976 college football season, the week that was. Let's look at the AP polls of September 27th. Penn State was number 20, 19 was Florida, 18 Notre Dame, 17 Texas Tech, Mississippi 16, 15 Boston College, 14 North Carolina, Southern California, 13, 12 Missouri, LSU, Louisiana State 11. The top 10 round out as this: 10 Alabama, 9 Kansas, 8 Ohio State, Maryland 7, Georgia 6. Top 5 was Nebraska at number 5, UCLA at number 4, Oklahoma number 3, 2 Pittsburgh, and number 1 Michigan. So that concludes a look at the week that was College Football History Review, the 1976 college football season for Week 3, September 25th, 1976. Please like and subscribe and comment on the channel. Do videos smack to tomorrow. Until then, talk to you real soon.